I think we've all been there. You're laying a beautiful paint job, and then all of a sudden, boom, a crap load of dust appears. So here's what we're gonna do. We have the Ultra-Stat anti-static gun, and we have two bumpers. One of them is gonna get the Ultra-Stat treatment in between every single coat, and the other bumper is gonna get painted the way we normally paint it. And in the end, we're gonna see which one comes out cleaner and if the anti-static gun made a difference. Before we do anything else, let's see if this gun works. So we have a piece of plastic and we have a plastic bumper. Of course, we have static. Now that we established we have static, let's hit it with the gun. So I have it set to on, it's fully charged, and you just point and shoot. All right, let's try that again. Same piece of plastic, same bumper. And we have no more static. So it's safe to say that the gun works. But the real question is that going to translate into a cleaner paint job? So we're gonna clean both of our bumpers the same exact way, how I normally do. I did change one thing. I saw somebody doing this, I forgot who it was, but essentially when they use their water cleaner, they use a damp rag, and it's made a big difference for me. I know it seems like that's, you know, common sense. Well, I guess I don't have much of it then, because I don't know why I've never done it. But we're gonna clean both the bumpers with our water cleaner and the same two rags. We're gonna paint these bumpers at the same exact time. The only difference between the M3 bumper and the Honda bumper, we're gonna use the anti-static gun on the M3 bumper, which is going an insane color. I can't wait for you guys to see the color this thing's getting painted. And then after our sealer, we'll inspect both bumpers. After our color, we'll inspect both bumpers. And in the end, after our clear coat, we will give it one final inspection. And I'll let you guys know exactly what I think. And for those who have been on the channel for a while, you guys know I tell it like it is. All right, now we'll move on to the Honda bumper. Same water cleaner, same rags. We're gonna go damp cloth, dry cloth. Let me know how you guys clean your panels in the comments below, because apparently there's always something new to learn when it comes to cleaning. Now this anti-static gun by Ultra-Stat does have a hefty price tag. I believe it's around $800 or $900. So, I'll be totally honest with you guys. I expect not to get a single piece of dirt in that M3 bumper, because without using that gun, I may get 5 or 6 pieces of dirt in a bumper on a good day. Not every day is a good day. As a part of my normal process, what I would do after I clean is blow the panel off, and immediately after that I give it a very nice thorough tack rag. Generally I will wait to tack rag something until right before I put paint on it. So if I were painting these two bumpers and I wasn't using the anti-static gun, I would tack this bumper, seal it, then tack my other bumper and seal it. I wouldn't tack both of them at the same time, because you are introducing a static charge to the panel when you tack rag it. And that's where the anti-static gun comes in. Now, right after our tack rag, I'll take our anti-static gun, I'll switch it to the on position, and I'll go around this entire bumper. I personally didn't know this, but it's a blower as well as an anti-static gun. So I don't know if that's part of the anti-static mechanism, whatever you want to call it, but it has a lot of strength to it. So if there are any contaminants hidden in here, not only is it going to get rid of the static, it's also going to blow them away and get rid of the static, so they don't find their way back on your panel. And now this bumper should be ready for a flawless paint job. So we'll just lay our sealer on here, And then once we get our sealer on this panel, we will move over to the Honda bumper. And all I'm gonna do on that bumper is give it a tack rag and then immediately lay my paint on it. That the Honda bumper is also going a really cool color. They're both blue, but this BMW bumper is a limited blue. If you know the name of it, you can drop it in the comments once we start putting it down. And that is gonna be the only clip in this video that's gonna be in vertical format. It's just gonna be when I'm laying base on this bumper and when I'm laying base on the other bumper, because I kind of need them for my short videos. Haven't had much to paint lately, so you know, when I get a cool color, I need to take a video. So now we're going to take our tack rag, same tack rag, brand new tack rag. We're gonna tack down this panel now. I'll try to be very thorough with it. Immediately after I'm done tack ragging this, I'm gonna lay my sealer on here. And I tried to keep these panels as close as I can in the booth to each other. And I'm also using the same gun to lay the sealer. I think if this anti-static gun does make a notable difference, I think it would make an even more notable difference if you're spraying in an area that's not a professional booth. You know, anything that you can use to help you limit dirt in a booth, I think is going to be more beneficial when you're not in a booth, is what I'm trying to say. Before we lay our color, we'll just take a quick walk around to check out both of these panels. Now, on our M3 bumper, I haven't noticed a single dust spot. And I haven't really looked at the Honda bumper yet, but usually sealer always comes out pretty clean since it has a thick body. If you get small dirt spots, the sealer usually swallows them whole. So first up is going to be the M3 bumper. I'm going to be spraying it with the Apex, and the Honda bumper will get sprayed with my DV1. Both guns were meticulously cleaned earlier today, so there should be no difference there at all. All right, our BMW bumper went down beautifully. Now, let's lay our Honda bumper. Our first coat of base is just about flashed off, so I took a look around both bumpers. On our BMW bumper, I didn't find a damn thing, but on our Honda bumper, I found 2 specks of dirt. We got one here, see that? And we have one right here. Very small, very minor. Might not even see it when we clear it, but hey, a difference is a difference. Now, for the most part, my paint jobs do come out pretty clean. So any difference is going to be meaningful to me. If your paint jobs don't necessarily come out extremely clean, then hopefully this gun would help you take your paint jobs to the next level. But we won't know until the very, very end. And we're gonna do a super thorough walk around. We're gonna get real close up and I am going to show you guys every detail that camera can pick up. And full disclosure here, this is not a sponsored video. You guys know when I test a product out, I give it to you like it is. And there's a company that I will not name. They weren't so happy with the review I gave their paint gun. But hey, I think part of the reason you guys tune in is because I give it to you straight. I don't sugarcoat nothing. At the end of the day, I just want everyone to be able to lay beautiful paint jobs. For the rest of our base coat, I'm gonna set you guys up on the tripod. I'll put it on a time lapse. You'll see that I'm anti-staticking this one in between my coats, and I'm not doing anything to this one. The reason I want to do that is just to be completely transparent with you guys. So for those who think I might be doing something sneaky when the camera's off, you'll be able to see in the time lapse I'm doing exactly what I said I'm gonna do. Before our second coat, again, anti-static gun, and this is in between every single coat that I do on this bumper. So right after I take this off, I'll pick up my gun and I'll go right back into color. Let the time lapse roll now. All right, we have everything all based out. I'm gonna turn the booth lights off, grab my spotlight, wherever it is, and we're gonna just take a walk around both panels and see what we got so far. Now, they are still flashing off, so if they look a little funny, that's why. It's kind of hard to see over camera, but one of you guys in the comments actually told me this is the best way to find dirt, and I found a guy. So we have the one on the end, we have two here. And to me, that looks like all we might have on this bumper. So we have the one on both ends and the other one we just found. So we have 3 total. Oh, I found one on the BMW bumper. Right on top here. I'll show you guys when I turn the booth lights back on. So far though, that's the only one that I found, and it seems like that's the only one that we have so far. So we got 1 dirt spot here and we got 3 dirt spots here. Now, what I was trying to say before, but I couldn't figure out how to word it, is if you already get clean paint jobs and there's not much of a difference between these 2 panels, then the anti-static gun might not be worth the investment for you. But if there is any difference here, and you struggle to get clean paint jobs, even if you're in a booth or not, then the anti-static gun might be useful for you. But in the end, I'm going to give you guys my definite opinion on whether it's worth the investment or not. There's only one thing left to do, and that is to lay our clear. But before that, we're going to hit it one last time with our anti-static gun. Now, if you guys would like me to pick up a cheaper version of this also to give it a try, let me know in the comments below. Just trying to be very thorough with this last round of my anti-static gun, and we are good to go. Turn that off, throw it back in the bag, and grab our clear. All right, our clear coat is all down. Let's get a nice close look at these things and see what you guys think, and I'll give you my final verdict. Let's start out with our Honda bumper so we can get a baseline. Now, I'm literally going to attempt to count every single little dust spot like you see right there. So we got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, I'm going over this with the eagle eye, guys. 6. See that one? 6. 7 right there. And that one that was up here is gone. All right, so we have 7 on the Honda bumper that we painted how we normally do. Now, let's check our BMW bumper. Now, I don't even know if I would count that one anymore because it's hardly there, but we're gonna count it. That's 1. This thing came out really clean, guys. And especially considering that it has this little slit right here, and it's a very intricate bumper. Usually these tend to come out a little dirtier, which is also why I chose this bumper to use the anti-static gun on. So far, we've only got 1 dust spot. Check out on top. Oh, we got another one on top. Right there. So we got 2, 3. See that? We got 3. One thing I gotta say, I am shocked how these spots all have no dirt. 4, 4, and that's it. So we got 4 and we got 7. Now, I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I came into this thinking, I'm in a professional booth. I got my cleaning method down. I doubt it's gonna be a noticeable difference. But if we take 7 and we take 4 and we multiply that across a bigger job, well, we got half the amount of dirt, which I think that's pretty significant. So I'm gonna go ahead and say my final verdict is, regardless whether you think your paint jobs are clean or not, and whether you're in a professional booth or not, that anti-static gun is probably worth the money, because when you think about all the time you would save having to sand out half of the dirt that you would normally get on every job, and honestly, it's probably likely to be more than half, because like I said, bumpers like this usually come out really dirty. That anti-static gun is probably worth the investment to you. I know now that I see what it can do, I wouldn't hesitate to spend the money personally. At the end of the day, it's up to you. If you know of any cheaper versions, let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or got any value out of it, or if you were at least entertained, if you could, please consider dropping a like, comment, or maybe even subscribe. Until the next time, peace.